Hey guys, welcome to the next episode in the Celtic Let's Play in the Premier League on FM13, and this is the Premier League game against Newcastle. Now, I say Premier League like that because, of course, we have the FA Cup game against them soon. I think that's the 6th round, if I recall correctly. Looking at our team here, we've got Lustig and Wilson in the centre-back positions. We've got Wanyama and Ledley. Johnston continues alongside Rebello on the wings, and Rogic and Hooper up front. The only difference to the Newcastle team, or at least major difference, is the signing... a rather bizarre signing, in fact, of Chris Baird. To be fair, I wouldn't say he is a Newcastle player or anything. He fits the mould. I mean, he just, I don't know, there's something in the back of my mind where I think, you know what, yeah, he could probably go to Newcastle. Not saying he's good enough for them, I don't know, but yeah, strange signing, but not strange, if you get me. There's no stats or anything. We've just got to ask the advice and team talk, and here we go. Of course, we're not going to do it for the supporters. Honestly, I find the supporters thing very, very rarely works. It only ever works, obviously, if you have, your homegrown Steven Gerrard-esque players, if you know what I mean. That's just the first example that I could pull up, because he was always one who would react when I told them do it for the fans. You know, him and Carragher and occasionally Pepe Reina would go green with that, if you know what I mean. They would react in a positive fashion, so I don't see the point. But it is Victor Wanyama getting forward, and that's one of the reasons why I'm keen to sign him, but not keen to sign him, or at least one of the negative reasons why, is because his shooting does appear to be rather piss poor, or at least his finishing. Because, I've heard several rumours now he's going to Cardiff. I don't know whether that will have been finished by the time this video has gone out. It probably has been, because it is quite a while since this is going up, since recording. But there were rumours, very small rumours admittedly, where Liverpool were interested in Victor Wanyama. In fact, I heard it when we were probably like January, February time, when I just started this series, probably, if anything. And whilst I think he'd be a good player, I do appreciate that he's a very good player. In fact, I think he's very good. I don't think we need him at the moment. We've got Joe Allen in that position. We've got Lucas Leiva in that position. I'm not saying Joe Allen's a good player. I mean, don't go towards him. You've left... Oh, that was a carbon copy of that fucking England goal. That was nearly a carbon copy, anyway, of that Argentina goal from the other day. I think that's, again, I would assume a tactic on my behalf for saying shut close down. But it is Rebello now. What can he do? We haven't really had much of an opportunity. But here's Denny Johnston getting forward, and that is a wonderfully cool finish. Lovely ball here. I think that was from Victor Wanyama, I think. At least he's the one highlighted. And we're 1-0 up against Newcastle, so that's good. So it is at home, and obviously you do want the 3 points at home. Here's Cisse on the turn, good block, and here goes Wanyama, a potential... I was going to say counter-attack there, but that was a terrible pass. But he has stood out greatly, Victor Wanyama, and I think what this proves certainly is that, at least according to FM13, the FM13 version of him, he would absolutely be fine in the Premier League, and Rogic has to make it 2, and he does at the second attempt. Thought he's no way he's going to miss that, and just on half-time there, another minute to play out, there we go. That's 2-0. Very, very nice indeed. Really happy with that. And let's kick on in, certainly. Keep it up. Gary Hooper's been quiet. Let's see if we can say there's a lot more to come from you. Hopefully nothing. Nope. Never mind. Start the second half. Sounds good. Or rather, it's been good. Now, back to Wanyama. Yeah, I think... Obviously, Joe Allen is very similar, so is Lucas Leiva. Oh, Gary Hooper out offside. Lucas is good at that role. I mean, admittedly, I don't think he does a great deal for the team. Joe Allen, prepared to give the lads another chance. Okay, look, I'm not gonna lie. He did drop a bit when he hurt his shoulder and all that, but we obviously didn't know about that, and I'm prepared to give him another chance. Oh, Wanyama there. Speaking of which, there you go. Victor Wanyama makes it 3-0, and we're cruising now, surely. So would I have him? No, not at the moment. Especially considering we paid 15 million for Joe Allen, which I still didn't think we needed when you think about it. Oh, is Shola Amiobi? I have to be careful how I say Shola Amiobi, because if you've ever seen Darren Farley's impression of Michael Owen, it's the way he says Shola Amiobi, and I have been told by many, many people, and I even think of myself, and the first ever time I heard my voice back recording, I was like, Jesus Christ, I do sound like Michael Owen, and that is annoying, because Gutierrez has scored. Let's go defensive. First good thing I've seen Tabucci do in a Newcastle shirt, actually. He's been terrible for them, at least down to terrible ends of the season. He was awful. I mean, dreadful. Well, to be fair, the whole team was dreadful against us, in fairness. Well, let's bring on Albrighton. What was I talking about? Yeah, Debuchy, terrible. Fuck, what was I? I've forgotten what I was talking about now. I have the memory of a fucking goldfish. You know that though. Shane Long's. Oh, I was going to say, surely he doesn't play for Everton. And I saw that was West Brom. Charlie Adams scored. What's going on there? Yeah, that defensive, that just shut them out a bit. Let's make one last change. Let's bring Wanyama off since he is on a yellow card, of course. Bring Scott Brown on, and we'll bring off Hooper as well since he's also on a yellow card. Let's bring on Lasad. Yeah, referee's throwing his cards about a bit, isn't he? Very happy though with the likes of Mignolet, Torre. I believe Aspas is the new number 9. I did. Oh, that could be a yellow. Oh. I'm not sure about Aspas and Luis Alberto. I mean, I did post a tweet out saying if Diego Aspas scores more goals than Daniel Sturridge this season, I will attempt public masturbation. I'm not sure whether I actually keep to that, but you know, I was trying to basically make a point saying, you know what, I don't think this guy's all that great. I mean, I know everyone goes, you can't sign big players. You know, Liverpool aren't as big a team as they are. That is very true, but still, that reputation is there. That sort of historical reputation. I don't mean all about history. I'm talking about literal worldwide reputation, and that's one thing. Unless you are incredibly narrow-minded, you can't take away from any club, not just Liverpool. So, you know, and that's why we're still attracting people like Simon Mignolet and Luis. I mean, Luis Alberto, I'm not sure about. I mean, again, I can't really say. I mean, I was more impressed with Aspas than Alberto, to be honest. I mean, Aspas looks like he could be handy. I'm really not sure about him at all, Luis Alberto. I mean, I think he was in the Barcelona B team and got a respectable, I guess. It wasn't amazing, but it was certainly respectable. Oh, God, what was it? Like 11 goals in 30 games or something. I don't know. Wasn't amazing, but it wasn't terrible. Wasn't Sean Dundee level or David Ngog level. I mean, David Ngog, Jesus Christ. He actually was okay. David Ngog was actually okay for what he was. I mean, he was what I mean by that is a terrible player, but he actually at least scored a fair few goals. I mean, he scored a cracker against Arsenal. He scored a few in Europe. Anyway, I'm waffling on because this game's been dead for half an hour. There we go. 3-1. Slightly disappointed to not get that clean sheet. But what can you do? Can't be too disappointed. So we move back into the top half then. Although Southampton do have a game in hand on us, I therefore also assume we do have the better goal difference. So we should theoretically stay. Yeah, we should stay in 9th. So very good. So we're just still only a couple of points behind Chelsea. Arsenal in control as Bruges. Very good. That means we can get a bit closer. Player of the match, Victor Wanyama. Very good. And Kevin Mal's hat-trick. Everything's very good at the moment, isn't it? Right, what's this? Sure, why not? I'm not using them. Wanyama impresses. Let's see. We're in a superb. Once I have to superb. The problem is that this is a big problem actually. Contributing 2 goals and 2 assists, superb form. Now, a normal person is going to look at that and go, that's not even that good. Yeah, but look at that average rating. That's very good. You know, he's been in an excellent form, and I would not be at all surprised, and he probably will be Celtic Player of the Year. I don't think he'll be nominated in the Premier League or anything, but you know, he should certainly get an acknowledgement from his club. I'd be very surprised. Now we move on to the big one. Oh, I'm excited for this. So we've had that really nice run that I guess was meant to be comfy run of like only is that 5 home games in a row. Now we have 5 away games in a row, and they're all hideous. They're all Man City. We start at Eastlands, then we go to Newcastle again. But you know, if we play like that, there's no reason why we can't beat them and get to the semis. Anfield, Old Trafford, Liberty. Oh boy, and then we're into the home straight of the Premier League. So this is the big one. If we can knock out Manchester City, I tell you what. I'll leave it on that note. So thanks for watching. I will see you then for this big one. Bye bye.